it's Danny from Enigma Rooms, and I'm here with you once again for another Friday night quiz. Oh! Yes, it's a Friday night quiz, but as always, you don't have to play it on a Friday, you don't have to play it at night. You can play it Tuesday in the daytime if you want to. It's basically 50 random questions split across 5 rounds, and them rounds this week are knowledge and trivia. We've got the entertainment round, we've got a movie poster round, we've got a round called Name That Country, and we've also got the famous hats round. So they're the 5 rounds this week. Listen, you know quizzes, right? All I'm going to say is if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like and subscribe. We do a quiz every single Friday, or at least it gets released every Friday. This is quiz number 19. Woo! Thank you to all those who've been here for all 19. Thank you to our new subscribers and our new commenters. We really appreciate it. I'm just going to dive into the quiz. Basically, I'm going to do all 50 questions and then I'll do all 50 answers. You have a roughly 10 seconds to answer each question. And I suggest you grab a pen and paper, write it on your iPad or your tablet or whatever you've got, your phone, or just shout at the screen, but I'm not going to respond because I'm pre-recorded. Okay, with all that said, guys, let's get on with round 1. Yes, it's our knowledge and trivia round. I know some people call it general knowledge, but we call it knowledge and trivia. Eyes down, looking. Question 1 for your knowledge and trivia is, what is the capital city of New Zealand? What is the capital city of New Zealand? Question number 2. On which London street was Sweeney Todd's famous barbershop? I'm just going to change chairs because this one's really squeaky. So why don't you answer that? Question number 2. On which famous street is Sweeney Todd's barbershop? Is that annoying? I'm in now, I'm in. Question number 3. That's 3. Which car company produces the MX-5? Which car company produces the MX-5? Question number 4. We are in June 2025, and therefore, up until this date, what is the most spoken language in the world? I say that just because, I say the date because in future it might change. So if you're watching this in the future, when you're all speaking whatever language is taken over at that point. So what is the most spoken language in the world? Question number 5. Who wrote the novel Frankenstein? Or who originally wrote the novel Frankenstein? I know there's been some posers out there, some copyists, some pretenders to the throne. But who originally wrote the novel Frankenstein? Question number 6. In degrees Celsius. In degrees Celsius, what is the boiling point of water? In degrees Celsius, that's DC, what is the boiling point of water? It's an easy one, right? Question number 7. How many times does the International Space Station orbit the Earth within 24 hours? So how often does the International Space Station orbit the Earth in 24 hours? Ooh, science and space question there. We've not had one of them in a while, have we? It's usually like, name this planet, what planet does this? But it's a bit more interesting in my opinion. Number 8, humble opinion that is. The Mona Lisa hangs in which museum / art gallery? Mona Lisa hangs in which museum / art gallery? depending what you refer to it as. Grandfather clock knows. Thank you, Grandfather Clock. Number 9. I'm talking over you now. You've gone too long. What was Starbursts originally called in the UK? So when they first came out, what was the confectionery sweetie known today as Starburst? What were they originally called? This is where we divide the age groups up. All the kids going, I thought they've always been called Starburst. No! Came out in the 60s. I think. Question number 10 for your knowledge and trivia round. What is the best-selling book of all time? Again, we are in June 2025, so if you're doing this in future, it may change. It won't change. It may change. But what is the best-selling book of all time? There we go. Moving on to our entertainment round. Now, entertainment could mean musical theatre, books, TV, film, music, artists, stage screen, the entertainment world, you know what I mean? Let's crack on. So question number 1, who is the British Taskmaster? There are many Taskmasters around the world, but there's only one OG, one original, the British one, and who is he? Who is the British Taskmaster? Question number 2. What musical includes the songs Stick It to the Man, If Only You Would Listen, and You're in the Band? So what musical includes the songs Stick It to the Man, If Only You Would Listen, and You're in the Band? Again, I need to tell you the date, today's date. It's June 2025, which helps you with the next question. The latest series of Clarkson Farm has just dropped on Amazon Prime, but which season is it? What number? What number season is it? So the latest series of Clarkson Farms just dropped onto Amazon Prime, but what series number is it? Let's divide the age group again for question 4. Who performs songs such as My Old Man's a Dustman, Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavour, and Don't You Rock Me Daddy-O? Who performs songs such as My Old Man's a Dustman, Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavour, and Don't You Rock Me Daddy-O? It's really hard to ask questions like that without singing them, but you better believe that I'll be singing them in the answer section. Oh yeah, you've got that to look forward to. So, question number 5. Jim Henson is the creator of which cast of characters? It's an easy one. It's got to be. If you don't know this, I don't think we can be friends. Jim Henson is the creator of which, I know some of you be gutted about that, is the creator of which cast of characters? Jim Henson. Jim Henson, who is he? Number 6. What is the pet dinosaur called in the Flintstones? Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. What's the pet dinosaur called in that? Question number 7. What is the name of the pub in the soap EastEnders? What is the name of the pub in the British TV soap EastEnders? Question number 8. Which band had a hit song with Jukebox Hero? Which band had a hit with the song Jukebox Hero? Originally had the hit with the song Jukebox Hero. I don't think there's been a hit cover. I know there's been covers, but I don't think there's been a hit cover. So, but just in case. The original. The OGs. Question number 9. What game is coming out in 2026, 13 years after its previous game in the series? So what game is coming out in 2026, 13 years after its previous game in the series? And finally, question number 10. Which film franchise has films such as At World's End, On Stranger Tides, and Dead Man's Chest? What film franchise has films such as At World's End, On Stranger Tides, and Dead Man's Chest? There we go. That is our entertainment round. Moving swiftly on to our next round, which is called movie posters. Now, this has been sort of suggested by a couple of you, and we've sort of had this idea sort of tucked away anyway. The latest guy to suggest this was Graham, so thank you very much for Graham. Basically, last week we did our album cover. That seemed to be quite popular. Basically, I had pictures of albums, but I took the name of the album off and I took the artist off, and you had to name them. This week, I'm just asking for the same thing, but movie covers, okay? I'm not asking for, because some of them have multiple billings and stars and stars' names off. I have taken the names off, but I'm only asking for the name of the film, okay? So I'll show you a picture of a film, and all you got to do is tell me what's a picture of a film poster, should I say, and all you got to do is tell me what the name of the poster is. It's easy, you'll get it. Okay, film number 1, Bosch. Name that film based on that movie poster. Name that film. Question number 2. Same question. What's the film based on that poster? Number 3. Always followed by number 4. Which is usually followed by number 5. Moving swiftly on to number 6. And number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And finally, as we usually do, number 10. Ooh. Boom, and there's your movie posters round. Thank you to everyone who suggested that. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun with it, and I hope you all smashed it out the park. Moving on to our Name That Country round. Basically, the answer to each question is a country. It's as simple as that, okay? So question number 1, name that country. Hamlet was the prince of this country. For number 1, Hamlet was the prince of this country. Which country was it? Number 2, this country's capital is Prague. In country number 2 has a capital city called Prague. 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 Just a fun word to say, my opinion. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you anyway. Number 3, Celine Dion won the Eurovision Song Contest representing this country. But which country is it? Number 4, the headquarters of Interpol are based in this country. Number 5, the Battle of Waterloo was fought in this current country. So the Battle of Waterloo was fought in this country. Or what is now this country. Number 6. This country's national animal is a unicorn. This country's national animal is a unicorn. Fairly certain I've done this question on an early quiz. So for those who've been all the way through it, you should know the answer by now. Number 7, this country has the longest coastline. This country has the longest coastline. Country number 8. This country has the capital city called Sofia. It's a capital city called Sofia. And for number 9, we've got this country's birthplace is the birthplace. This is the birthplace of Nelson Mandela. Or so we remember. This country is a birthplace of Nelson Mandela. At least that's what we all think. That's not a trick question, it's just a joke on the Mandela effect. And finally, question number 10. This country's nickname is the Land of Hope and Glory. So this country's nickname is the Land of Hope and Glory. There we go, that is your 10 countries. Moving on to our final round called the Famous Hats round. Now, this round I'm going to show a picture of a hat. And it will have, it's basically a picture round. It's going to have a picture of a hat and it'll have a question attached to it, I suppose is the right way of saying it. Some will be easy, some will be hard, but let's give it a go. So, picture number 1, please. And the question being, which American president wore this type of hat? And I suppose he's known for wearing these types of hats. I think the majority of them are going to be like that. So you can't say, well, I once saw whoever wearing it, but they're known for wearing it. Question number 2. Which British comedian would wear this type of hat? Which British comedian would wear this type of hat? Question number 3. Now, it's tough to see them without the hat now. Fictional character. A fictional character would wear this hat. Which fictional character? Question number 4. Another fictional character. Which fictional character would wear this hat? Which fictional character would wear that hat? Number 5 is a music star. So which music star would wear this hat? You a fan of him, are you? Grandfather clock chiming in. Question number 6, another fictional character. Which fictional character wore this hat? Question number 7, another fictional character. Which fictional character wore this hat? Question number 8, another fictional character. Which fictional character wore this hat? Question number 9, another fictional character. Which fictional character wore this hat? Should we end on an easy one? Question number 10, another fictional character. Which fictional character wore this hat? Boom, baby! Right, there are your questions on today. As always, guys, our social media accounts are all up here. Please give them a like and follow, especially like our TikTok. Hopefully you're already subscribed to our YouTube channel. Yeah, appreciate it. With everything that you follow, we really do appreciate it. Busy weekend for me this weekend. I was a leader at a theatre camp, Centre Stage Theatre Camp. That happens in Doncaster. Basically, a load of kids come from all different places, and they spend 3 days doing things like zip lining, campfires, they get all the meals included, they get to stay over and in the dorm rooms and such, have a load of random activities, they get workshops, choreography, they have to put on a show within 3 days, basically building up the kids' confidence from almost nothing to oh my gosh, please keep them quiet, they've gone too far the other way, and everything in between. And I tell you what, it was brilliant, it was really good. If you've got any kids in the north of England, it's going to be on again next year. You've got to look them up. Centre Stage Theatre Camp. Honestly, it's amazing. I had so much fun. The kids were hilarious. I had basically a little gang of them that seemed to take a shine to me, and they were all saying, like, you know, making me laugh and saying funny things. And then they get up on stage and they're just so talented. They were dancers and singers and actors and all sorts of stuff. It was brilliant to see. So yeah, that's my little story for this week. Centre Stage Theatre Camp. Have a good look. Moving swiftly on to our answers. Okay, so basically, guys, for those who don't know what happens here, I'm just going to fire through these as quick as I can, unless I've got a joke or an anecdote to tell you. But other than that, I'll fire through it. Slow me down if you need me, pause me, playback speed, whatever you need to do. Let's crack on. So, knowledge and trivia round. The capital city of New Zealand is Wellington. The street that Sweeney Todd's barbershop is on is Fleet Street. The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. The car company that produces the MX-5 is Mazda. What is the most spoken language in the world? It's still English. It's still English. We're still topping that one. Probably from the days where we conquered pretty much everyone. Who originally wrote the novel Frankenstein? That was Mary Shelley. In degrees Celsius, what is the boiling point of water? Obviously, it's 100 degrees. Nice, easy one there. How many times does the International Space Station orbit the Earth within 24 hours? It's 16. It orbits the Earth 16 times in 24 hours. It travels at around 5 miles per second, and it sort of orbits the Earth once every 90 minutes. Mental, right? Mind blown. If you didn't know that, that's amazing. That really blew my mind, which is why it's in the quiz. I needed to share it with you. The Mona Lisa hangs up in the Louvre, which is in Paris. The Starbucks original name was called Opal Fruits. Well done, old people, for getting that. And what is the best-selling book of all time? Would you believe it's the Bible? Of course it is. It's in every hotel room in the world, isn't it? But there you go, knowledge and trivia. Well done for that. Entertainment round. The British Taskmaster is, of course, Greg Davies. I hope you didn't fall for the trick. I hope you didn't put Alex Horne. It's Greg Davies who is the Taskmaster. Alex Horne is his assistant. The musical that includes the song Stick It to the Man, if only you would listen, and You're in the Band is School of Rock. It's one of the things we did at the theatre camp, which is why I mentioned it earlier, and it's why it's in the quiz, because it's still in my mind. The kids did a fantastic job. They learned it in 3 days. Unbelievable. The latest series of Clarkson Farm is season number 4. who performed the songs such as My Old Man's a Dustman, he wears a dustman's hat, and does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight, and don't you rock me daddy-o. They were all sung by Lonnie Donegan. Jim Henson, we're falling out if you didn't get it. He invented the Muppets. What is the pet dinosaur called in the Flintstones? That is, of course, Dino, D-I-N-O. I know it says Dino, but he was called Dino. What is the name of the pub in the soap opera that is EastEnders? That's, of course, the Queen Vic. The hit song, Jukebox Hero, put another dime in the jukebox, baby. Foreigner. There we go. What game is coming out in 2026, 13 years after the previous game? That is Grand Theft Auto 6. So it's 13 years between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 6, or GTA, if you've got that. What film franchise has films such as At World's End, On Stranger Tides, and Dead Man's Chest? That is, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go, guys. Well done. So now onto our movie posters. So again, what we did, just a movie poster. All you got to tell me is what the film was. Number 1 was The Exorcist. Number 2 was Clockwork Orange. Number 3, Truman Show. Number 4, Shawshank Redemption. Number 5, Schindler's List. Number 6, Modern Times. My favourite Charlie Chaplin film, Modern Times. Number 7, The American Beauty, or just American Beauty, should I say. There are 2 versions of the poster, before you have a go at me. I know there's one where it's all the roses falling on the naked lady, but I thought let's try and be as appropriate as possible and just put the middle part of the naked lady on the front. Number 8, Good Will Hunting. Number 9, Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. And number 10, The Theory of Everything, which is, of course, the Stephen Hawking's biopic. Name this country. Hamlet was the Prince of Denmark. The country's capital, known as Prague, is for the Czech Republic. Celine Dion won the Eurovision Song Contest representing Switzerland. Who knew? She's Canadian, right? How did that happen? The HQ for Interpol is based in France. The Battle of Waterloo is in what is now known as Belgium. The country that has a national animal is Scotland. We should know this. Scotland. In fact, Iron Brew, which is a famous Scottish drink, have just brought out a flavour called Unicorn Tears. And a friend of mine who lives in Scotland, Patricia, she's just sent me a little care package with that in it, and there's a Loch Ness flavour as well. Delicious. Patricia, if you're watching, thank you very much for that. Number 7, the country has the longest coastline is Canada. Yeah. The country that has the capital, Sofia, is Bulgaria. The country that Nelson Mandela was born in was South Africa. That we think. And the country has the nickname Land of Hope and Glory, England. Moving on to the famous hats. I'm sure we got all of these. I'm sure we did. American president wearing this top hat was, of course, Abraham Lincoln. The comedian wearing the fez was Tommy Cooper. How did he wear it? Well, just like that. The character that wore this one, this might be tricky if you don't see the character in it, but that was Paddington Bear. The fictional character who wore this one, Crocodile Dundee, Mick Dundee to be precise. The music star wearing this one, of course, that was Slash. The fictional character wearing this is one where he goes back to the future. And this was, of course, Marty McFly. Willy Wonka wears the brown top hat, and Mary Poppins wears the little short thing with flowers on. This one might be one that gets people. This is Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady. So Audrey Hepburn, she wore this one, this big thing, when she goes, "Come on, Dover, move your blooming bottom." My dad's favourite musical, that, apparently. And finally, number 10, of course, it's the Cat in the Hat. There's no doubt about that. Well done if you got them, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you did. Thank you, as always, for liking and subscribing and commenting. I will try and get back to everyone. I think I got back to everyone last week. There were a few of you, but I appreciate it. If you're new, stick around. One every week, one every Friday. But other than that, my name's Danny from Enigma Rooms. Thank you very much. Ta-ta.